Hello everyone, I welcome you all to ATM Creations and I welcome you all to this day 18 dot mandala challenge. Let's begin. In the previous challenge video, I did tell you how did I apply for Limca Book of Records. Now, in this video, I would like to share about what kind of challenges I faced and how did I overcome those challenges. I'm of a particular belief, and the belief is anything that is worth acquiring never comes easy. So I was willing to work towards achieving whatever conditions this Limca Book of Records will give me. And when my application was accepted, their email told me minimum 500 square feet. That was the time when I was confident of creating an artwork only of the palm size. And I say palm size, only of this size. I was confident about only this size, but I had to create minimum of 500 square feet. So where is the palm size and where is this 500 square feet? I was anyway determined to do it, to challenge myself. So I decided to start increasing my confidence in creating bigger artwork. So what I did was to improve the size of the artwork. I'm confident, step by step. And the plan was this. I told you I'm confident of only creating a palm size artwork. So from that, A5 itself is slightly bigger. So that's how I started. But thing is, I don't I don't know if I have shared it with you earlier. If I fix my mind to something, there is no story of going back until I achieve it. So from the day I fixed my mind to create the biggest dot mandala based on what Limca Book of Records told me as norms, I started preparing myself, started investing minimum 3 hours in practicing every single day. Every single day, no excuses. The application to Limca was sent in 2020, sometime, I think August, September, or something like that. I don't remember the date exactly. And I started improving from A5. I graduated to A4, and then from A4 I graduated to A3, then A2, A1. And then some thought came to my mind. How long am I going to take for practicing? When am I going to experiment my ability? So I was thinking I need to do something bigger. According to me, a giant one. So anything bigger than A1 was a giant one for me at that point of time, because I was doing such a small artworks. Okay. So what I thought was I started looking for canvas. So when I was looking for canvas online, I understood canvas is available in different dimensions, and it is available as a pre-stretched canvas, or it is available as a canvas roll as well. I didn't want a pre-stretched canvas, but I wanted a roll only. So from A1, I straight away graduated to 3 feet, that is 36 inches. It was a canvas, and it was not a dot mandala that I bought that canvas for. I wanted to draw a mandala and paint it with brush. That was the intention. So I bought a 3 feet roll, both in black and in white, and I tried my hands at 3 feet size, handling 3 feet size. So couple of artworks were messed up and ruined completely, and I still have some of them which I created 3 years back. Some of the canvas rolls that I created at the beginning, I still have them with me. So it wasn't easy, but that certainly improved my confidence. You know, that those trials and errors, and repeating the trials without repeating the mistakes, gave me a lot of confidence. And I repeated to myself, okay, Radha, now you can handle 3 feet, go for something bigger. And then I looked for canvas rolls again. So there were in varieties of sizes, but then the next one was straight away 84 inches. That's 7 feet. And then I ordered one white canvas roll. I don't know with what kind of a confidence I ordered, but I did. I still remember how that canvas roll was delivered to me in my apartment. It was heavily raining, and The vendor brought it in an auto and then delivered it to home. With so much of difficulty, we took it to home. Of course, there was a lift, and my house is in the third floor of the apartment. When we carried something so big, people were looking at us, which I knew, but nobody dared to ask me what was that and why am I taking it home. Nobody asked me, and we took it home. And I really wanted to know, because if I have to figure out center and draw circles, I need a bigger space to spread the canvas, no? So the first thing that I did at home was to measure our living room. And what I found was, yeah, I can spread the canvas and make all the measurements. And what I did was to, when am I going to practice, why not I make this as a record achievement too? So when I searched for if there is any private platform available for making records, they were. And one such platform is Kalam's World Records. I approached them, and of course, I had to pay them for them to recognize this and then audit my evidences and then consider it to be record. I didn't hesitate to pay them because I had only one thing in mind: preparing myself to get into Limca Book of Records. I was willing to do anything that it takes to make that happen. And I did create big mandala, but the challenge was you need to draw circles for creating mandala. 7 feet canvas means the diameter is 7 feet, the radius is 3.5 feet. What will I do for the compass? So I had to do a lot of run around, and I bought a custom made compass. So that was pretty easy for me to get a custom made compass done. Okay, so I got a custom made it was actually a divider that was available in a particular shop. I made it, attach some screws and all that so that I can put pencil in and then create some circles. So the divider was actually converted into a compass, and that's how I was able to draw circles in that 7 feet canvas. Everything with that 7 feet canvas was challenging in terms of figuring out a compass. And the next thing was, if I have to connect the dots, then I need a scale. The biggest scale I had was 1 meter scale, and that is only 39 inches. What I have with me is 84 inches. Where is 39 and where is 84? What I had was not even 50% of what was required. Okay, so to figure out that challenge, I went to a woodwork shop and got a small wood piece cut, because I did not want any marking as 1 inch, 2 inch there. I just needed a straight wooden piece, which I got it easily. And that wooden piece was 8 feet longer. So what I had was only 7 feet. Now scale problem solved, because I had more than what was actually needed. So scale problem was solved. Compass problem also solved, because the particular shop where I approached, it was a manufacturing facility of something. they had a divider, and I just attached some screws and something, and then it became a compass. It was difficult to use it, but it was possible. With little difficulty and help, I could draw circles, and that's how I managed. So the next challenge during that 7 feet artwork was I cannot keep the canvas spread all the time in our living room because people have to move around. That became a huge discomfort for everybody else at home. Now that challenge has to be solved. And when I was thinking, um, this dining table was there. So I brought the dining table to our living room and placed a 4 feet by 8 feet plywood on top of it and spread the canvas across the plywood. And I had to video record the entire creation process. If I tell you, I'm sure all of you will laugh. I was so ignorant to the extent that to video record it, I didn't even know I can use a tripod. Okay. And I asked my family to hold the mobile in their hand and move around and record as I painted. So it was extremely difficult for them. Though there was a lot of discomfort, my family still cooperated with me to video record it. And then I could, I finished this 7 feet by 7 feet mandala in 23 hours, 23 minutes across 3 days. It was not from 6 a.m. one day to the next day 6 a.m. No, it was not like that. Around 7 to 8 hours of painting a day, so it was across 3 days. But the total amount taken was calculated. It was 23 hours, 23 minutes to right from the beginning, from finding the center to creating grids, connecting the dots, drawing the design, painting, everything together took 23 minutes and 23 hours. So I told you I took 3 days to finish the attempt. So third day evening itself, I shared all the video evidences to the private platform that held that record books. The next morning, they said, "That's amazing, madam. Your record attempt is accepted and approved too. You will get into Kalam's World Records 2021." And I cannot explain my happiness that time. Not because I was getting into their books of records. That is only a secondary reason. But the primary reason was I'm definitely preparing myself and progressing towards getting into Limca books. So that was the primary reason I was extremely happy. And the next came the challenging task of photographing that 7 feet mandala. How will I photograph? And my family was making fun of me. Let's do one thing. Let's keep two hanging straps at the ceiling. We will hang you there in a lying down position. You go to the top like Hanumanji and click a picture. People were making fun of me because the drone and all was not available for rentals also. So it became a huge challenge, but we took it to a studio. Two people held the artwork, and I stood in front of it and I took a picture. Now, I'll share that picture in WhatsApp group later. See, by the process of creating that 7 feet art and taking it to completion, getting my attempt approved, and taking a picture, It all together contributed to my improved confidence to get into Limca books. But trust me, I did invest a lot of time, money, and energy. It did not come easy. So, with the improved confidence that the 7 by 7 feet art gave me, I came across another platform called India Book of Records, and I want to do one more trial to just check how it is coming up because the canvas in that roll was remaining. 7 feet by 9 feet canvas was remaining. So I thought I'll use it. So while using it, if at all there is an option to get into a book of records, why not then? So I thought I'll do another trial. This time it was a dot mandala art that I created, 7 feet by 9 feet. And I was very happy it came out really well. And I think I finished that also in 4 days, close to 26 hours of effort. And I got into Limca Book of Records also in 2021. So now this improved my confidence even more. So that was the time when, after the first wave of COVID, everything was kind of settling down. That was in February 2021, is what I'm talking about. And I thought, okay, COVID will come to an end and we can happily attempt for Limca. That's what I was thinking. But God seemed to have different plans. From March 2021, I started planning out for Limca Book of Records, and I whatever there were some documents that I had to prepare and send it to Limca Books. I started preparing. I did that in the month of April, and I should have attempted in the month of May. I don't know, in April, May, I was not feeling okay. So, nothing, I was physically fine, but I was not mentally feeling better. So, I thought I'll postpone it. And I know if I postpone it a little, the deadline is always 31st May. So, if I submit it even on 1st of June, then they are not going to consider for Limca Books 2022. It's going to be for 23. I know I am unnecessarily delaying, but somehow I failed to work on my mind, and I fixed up to attempt on June 15th. When did I decide this? In the month of April itself. And no, I decided this in the month of March, first week of March. So, what happened was I was deciding the size of the art that I'm going to be creating, and it is minimum 500 square feet. And then I thought some permutations, combinations I had put, and I decided I'll create a square sized, square shaped painting, and it'll be 25 feet by 25 feet in size. And I'm going to divide the painting into four quadrants. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I decided. And if 25 feet is one side, and I'm going to be dividing it into multiple quadrants, obviously each quadrant, the canvas must be of the size 12.5 feet by 12.5. So the next challenge was how am I going to get a canvas of size 12.5 feet? And I explored the options of combining two canvas rolls into one. If I can stitch two 7 feet canvas, I can have 14 feet. What I actually need is only 12.5. So that will satisfy the need. So that's how I decided to create four quadrants. And the challenge was how to stitch the canvas roll. So I need a tailor at the place where I am attempting. I thought the local tailors cannot do this. Some big companies only can do, was my assumption. So I tried searching for a lot of people. Everybody turned my request down, and I was so sad. And for some other reason, I went to our usual tailor who stitches some of the small things. And for some reason, I went there, and I was giving my clothes for stitching there. My face was not looking okay, I guess. And the tailor asked, "What, madam, you're looking sad or not okay? Is everything okay at your end?" And then I told him, "See, this is the problem that I'm facing, and I want to stitch the canvas." He said, "That's all, no, madam, I will do it for you." I said, "What? Do you even know how the canvas rolls look like?" He said, "Madam, I know. I'm telling you, you fix up the venue and let me know. I will bring my tailoring machine there and will stitch the canvas for you. You don't have to worry at all." I was like, wow. But still, I had a little bit of a doubt if he really knows. So I showed the picture and video of how the canvas roll will look like. He said, "Madam, I know what is a canvas roll, so you don't worry. You just fix it. I'm telling you, no, you just fix up the venue and tell me, I'll come and do it for you." Said, "Thank you so much. You look like a god in human form." That's what I thought in mind. And I said, "Thanks a million." So we didn't talk about charges and all that time. The reason being, I was willing to pay anything he's going to ask, because my only thing that was in my mind is to get into Limca books. So I ordered for paints, tripod this time. I became little intelligent. And I ordered a lot of paints, brushes, and I was thinking through what all the things would be required, and then came to my mind was the space. Where will I spread that 12.5 25 feet canvas, 625 square feet painting? So if I have to spread that, I need a space of minimum 1000 square feet. So by the time I finished ordering the materials, I only know I have to look for a space. And I thought looking for a space is going to be easy because there were a lot of wedding halls, party halls nearby my home. And I thought if I pay rent for that space for a few days in a row, I can finish my attempt. I thought things are going to be easy that way. But this COVID second wave started creeping in and it made things difficult. So, though I was willing to pay the amount, the wedding halls, party halls, none of them were willing to give me space, saying, "What if you bring COVID to our place? We are not going to give." I said, "I am not accumulating a lot of people in my space, it's only me and my family, but still, I was willing to pay at premium, but still, people were not giving me space." I was so worried. And that's when I was thinking, why not I ask my kids' school management for the space? I decided to write an email to the school management explaining the need that I have. I would have sent the email by 8:30 a.m. in the morning, and I received a response over the phone call by 9:15 a.m. in 45 minutes. And the moment I saw that school name flashing in my mobile phone, before even picking up the call, I know positive thinking creates positive reality, no? So quickly in few seconds, I visualized as if the school management is going to say yes. And guess what? They said yes. I was very happy and I was called in for a meeting. The school is not far away from home. It is just hardly about not even 100 meters from home. It's so close by. So I went and met the academic director of the school. And then the academic director said, Radha, if one of our parent is trying to do something phenomenal, it's the responsibility of the school to support you. So tell me what facilities you want, we are going to give you. Not only they gave me space, they didn't charge me even a single paise from me. I was willing to pay, but they said no. Our school takes pride in helping one of the parent like this, so we are not charging anything. Tell me what facilities you want. We are going to provide you free of cost. And they did. And during the first meeting, that was the time when vaccinations came up and people were getting vaccinated, round one, round two. So that was the first round of vaccination that was going on. My husband had got vaccinated. I did not. My first round itself was still pending. And the vaccination drive was going on in school campus for the benefit of the parents of that particular school. And the academic director asked, Radha, are you vaccinated? I said, no, sir. He said, you will be given space only if you are vaccinated, otherwise, not. I said, sir, so the point is go get vaccinated now. So the day when I went to meet him, um, I got vaccinated too. He was nearing 80 that time, 80-year-old man. And he said, Radha, if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. So if you want your family to be okay, the first thing is not that you need to sacrifice your needs for them. You need to satisfy your needs for them. That's how you become a good wife, good mother, and that is how you can take care of your family. I said, okay, sir, thank you. Got vaccinated that day. And then some of the materials had to be transported from home to school. I did all of that on 14th and 15th. And from 16th onwards, I started my attempt. What I expected was 1,000 square feet space, and what I received was whole lot of love, support, and space, electricity, water. And if you all remember, that's a time when online classes were going on. The school was completely empty, and academic director said, "What time you want to use the facility, school space, Radha?" I said 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., sir. So I was given space in pre-primary block of that school, and the reception of that building is a space that I was using, and that itself is so huge. Electricity, water, I was given all facilities, whatever I asked for, and more than what I asked for. So I'm definitely grateful to that particular school. And it's not only that the management was supportive. Trust me, I don't know how the entire support staff were very, very supportive. For example, the um, school help who cleaned the school campus, the securities of that school, everybody were supportive. And moreover, I told you that vaccination drive was going on. No? So there were a lot of doctors and nurses. There were a lot of people who were coming in and going out. So I got too many new friends, including a doctor who is the chief of that vaccination drive. So that's a school campus, no? So that the space that I was using was CCTV monitored too. And as I painted every single day, looks like academic director was monitoring my activities. And I should definitely mention here, my entire family was so supportive. Both my kids were in the same school that time. So both of them used to bring their laptop, sit in the school campus, attend their classes, and in between they used to help me too. That's how it was. Looking at my determination of doing something, And I used to stand and paint for 12 hours a day. Looking at that amount of determination, academic director felt so heart melting, I guess, looking at the amount of efforts that I'm taking. So he used to support with coffee, snacks, sometimes food, and at least thrice a day he used to come and discuss with me about the progress, motivate me, and then say, "You're an amazing parent of the school, Radha. Thank you." I said, "Sir, you're an amazing academic director of this school. Thank you." So that's how it went off. Since everything fell in place, trust me, I never thought I'm going to finish it that faster. This 25 feet by 25 feet painting, I finished in 89 hours, 29 minutes, not even 90 hours. So I used to paint some 10 to 12 hours a day. It was not easy. And in between that 2 weeks' time, I had my monthly phenomenal time also. I was deadly tired because I took some rest because there were times when I could not even stand. So I sat down for 10-15 minutes, took a nap, and then I continued. So, but at the end, it is all completely worth it. I was able to finish. The most important thing in this attempt was again a compass. I told you that I'm creating a painting of 25 feet by 25 feet. So, which means what is the radius? 12 and a half feet. Where will you go for the compass that gives you a radius of 12 and a half feet? So, me and my husband roamed around the entire city of Bangalore. Nowhere we found, and I had other ideas, but those are not sustainable methods and easy methods. I want a literal compass, but some of the hardware shops, big brands, art stores, everybody clearly said, "No, madam, this is not at all possible. You don't visit any other shop, it's not going to be possible by anybody, so don't waste your time." My parents were also staying nearby that time, so I went to my parents' home and I cried my heart out, telling my dad that looks like I have to give up because I'm not finding compass, so I don't know what to do. He only said, "You only taught positivity to us, so think positive. Imagine that you are having a compass and drawing circles, then go home." So my dad's place was just a kilometer away from our home, so I go by walk only. After visiting my parents, I was getting back home, and that's when I saw this iron welding shop. Somehow I felt like stopping. It was my husband who said, "Why don't we inquire in this iron welding shop?" And I told him what this welder is going to know about a compass. He is welding some big rods. I'm actually not sure if he knows what is a compass first of all. How will he understand my need? Then my husband was like, let us inquire, no. Let him say no and then we will think about something else. I said, okay. Anyway, no harm in spending time and effort. Let's do it. And then we went because I only had 3 more days to start my attempt. That was the situation. So we went to the iron welding shop. I did judge him that he's not going to know anything about what I want, but I was wrong. I learned one big lesson of not to judge people. When we went and asked him, he said, that's all, no, madam. I will customize a compass and give you. It can go up to radius of 15 feet. I was like, do you even know what is compass? I asked him like that. He said, madam, I know, you just wait for a couple of hours. I will make the compass and give you. I said, the entire big brands told no, and you will make compass in 2 hours. He said, madam, there is a place there. Go sit in 2 hours. I will make the compass and give you. I sat not with faith but with disbelief. But he made the compass not in 2 hours, but he took 4.5 hours. But he made. I still have that compass with me. A compass which can draw circles of radius 15 feet, not 15 inches, 15 feet. And when I actually drew circles with that compass, people who were watching me doing, and including the academic director of that school, he said, Radha, from where did you get this compass? I said, sir, that's a big story, let me tell you. And I have shared this compass story to at least hundreds of people so far. So, by large, my attempt was very successful. Just that I had to wait for an year because I submitted the attempt only by 1st of July. Yeah, 1st of July. So I cannot be part of 2022 records but 2023. And yes, I got into Limca Book of Records and got my certificate too. There were people who asked, is Limca going to pay you anything? Are you crazy in doing it? See, that's the world's largest mandala, 625 square feet, which I have created. Till date, it's been 3 years now, 3 full years. Nobody had been able to break the record. Does that mean there are no skilled artists? No, that's not the story. But nobody did dare to break the record, or somebody did not even think of breaking the record. So, till date, I'm very happy about what I did, and that's my Limca story. I think the story was too big to come till the end of this painting. So there were a lot of lessons in the process that I learned. Anything that is worth acquiring doesn't come easy. There will be a lot of challenges, and the joy is not in reaching the destination, but in the process of reaching the destination itself. Now, I want you all to share your thoughts about anything that is worth acquiring doesn't come easy. Let me understand what kind of challenges you went through to achieve what you want and how did you overcome those challenges. That's not only inspiring for me, it's going to be inspiring for a lot of people who are going to read the comments. So I want all of you to go ahead and share your story in the comments. So the mandala for day 18 challenge is done. Now go ahead, recreate it, share it with me.